Alright, so a squared minus b squared is the same as a plus b times a minus b. These are special factors. This only works if a and b are perfect squares. What's a perfect square? Like, I'll give you an example. 9 is a perfect square. Do you know why 9 is a perfect square? 3 squared is 9, yeah. What's another one? Go ahead. 20, what? 7 is not a perfect square. 4 is a perfect square. What is 7 times 7? That's a perfect square. 49 is a perfect square. In 1 minute. Let's get through these three and then you take your job, okay? Alright, so let's look at number 13. Number 13, is 9 a perfect square? Yes. Is 16 a perfect square? Yes. Is this a difference? Meaning, is it subtraction? Yes. Then this will work this way. Here's how it works. What's the square root of 9? And it says we put plus. What's the square root of 16? 4. In the next factor, we have the exact same thing, except minus. I have now factored that. This is a special product factoring. Alright, let's do number 14. Is 25 a perfect square? Is it minus? Is that subtraction? Yeah. Is 81 perfect? Okay then. What's the square root of 25? N plus 9. How about in the other one? Okay. Let's look at 15. I do have a problem. What's the problem? 8 is not a perfect square. Is 18? No. Do they have a greatest common factor? Probably. What'll go into 8 and 18? Will 4 go into 18? No, it'll go into 8 but not 18. Alright, so 2 then maybe? Okay, when we take out, what are we actually doing? We're factoring, which is another word for dividing. 8 divided by 2 is minus 18 divided by 2? 9g squared. Alright, now I have to think. In parentheses, is 4 perfect? Is it minus? Is 9 perfect? Then I can factor this. What's the square root of 4? 2 plus, what's the square root of 9? 3g. What do I write in the other parenthesis? What do I need to bring down? Sometimes you have to take out a greatest common factor in order for it to work. I want you to turn your notebook to page 112. Turn to 112. Okay, so since I can do this one, because I have perfect square minus perfect square, what do I write down? (2x plus 8). 2x minus 8. Number 3 was different because there are no numbers now. What am I going to do? The same thing, but what do you mean by the same thing? It's x and y, because it's squared and squared. And what are your signs? Plus, minus. Alright, number 4. 4x squared minus 16. 5. X squared minus 25. 6. X to the 4th minus 81. Try 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so 2x plus 4. Then what? Good. Number 5, what'd you guys get? I heard x minus 5, then what? Alright, I got a problem. Number 6 is different. How's it different? It's got a fourth. What am I going to do? X squared minus 9. Alright, now, x to the fourth became squared and squared. That's fine. 81 is 9 and 9. I need to keep looking because is x squared perfect? Yes. Minus is not a perfect square. This will factor again. What will x squared factor into? X minus 3. X plus 3. I'm going to look at the other one. X squared plus 9. Will that factor? Is it perfect? X squared, is it perfect? Is it minus? It's not minus. It will not factor anymore. Bring it down. You cannot factor a plus a different squares. That's because there are certain things that will not factor. But we'll have to solve them another way. Yes, this is the answer. All three of these are the answer. Which is why we're now going to go back to the bell work, which is like this. So I'm leaving that there for a second. Then if you wrote the bell work down, flip to it. If you didn't, I'm going to put it up in a second.